If you're building a freelance web design business, the thing that you need above all else is monthly recurring revenue. Not occasional clients or occasional projects, but consistent projects, consistent clients, and consistent revenue that you can depend on every single month to pay your bills, scale your business, and enjoy your life. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do just that. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to build a freelance web design business, and most freelancers build their business on what I call the FOF model and not the MRR model. The FOF stands for feast or famine, and it's a lifestyle that can stress you out, and it's characterized by plenty of work at certain moments. You can see here, lots of projects, lots of clients coming in, but you're so busy doing those projects and working with those clients that you don't have any new clients in the pipeline, and so you go into famine mode. And up and down we go. We are feasting and we are going into famine, and that is super stressful, very frustrating, and hard to scale your business unless you have a consistent lead generation mechanism put in place. I prefer to work on the MRR model. That's the monthly recurring revenue. And this revolves around monthly retainers. I get clients on monthly retainers, and now I've established a baseline of income that's coming in. Next, I can get more retainers, more clients on there, and it just continues to scale. This way, I can anticipate how much work I'm going to have coming up next month, how much income I have coming in, and do I need to change the way that I'm doing it or doing any outreach? And at this point, you're going to lose some clients, just like you do when you're working project to project. But the good news is that you have a consistent mechanism for bringing on new clients, and so it starts to balance out. It evens out the playing field. And so if you don't work with monthly recurring revenue, I'm going to share with you a 3-step process on how to start generating that monthly recurring revenue right now. And that first piece, that first step, is to create your packages. Packages in monthly retainer world are a clearly defined offering that you've packaged together, and you need to establish a couple of crucial things. This is what your package needs. What is the service or services that you will offer in your monthly retainer? How many hours will the client be retaining you for? What is the price of this package? What is the process inside of this package? And what is the expectation that the client should have while they're working with you? Each one of these pieces is crucial. Without any of these pieces, you don't have a clear offering, a clear value proposition and offering for your clients. So establishing your packages, 1, 2, maybe even 3 different packages are usually based on hours, is very, very important. You can see the packages that I use on my agency website. I offer a 30-hour a month package and a 60-hour a month package, and each of them have their own price with their own expectations and processes. And here is the beauty of it. Once people look through my client website, they see examples of the work, they see the services that we offer, and they're ready to start moving on and booking me for a monthly retainer. That moves us to the very simple next part of this process, and that is the process itself, right? Step 1 is the package. Step 2, you have to define the process. And my process starts, just like I showed you, on my website. Let's go back and take a look at it. Once somebody decides they're ready to start working with me, they have a very clear call to action. They can click the button, and that's immediately gonna lead them to a Stripe checkout. It's very easy to set up a Stripe checkout process. You start a free Stripe account, you link it to your bank account, you set up a monthly subscription that renews every month, or however you want to set it up. Maybe it's bi-weekly, or every other month, or every 6 months, however you want to do it. But I do recommend monthly recurring revenue. That's what this system is all about. And once you set that up, your client can sign up for it, and it automates their payments just like they are signing up for a Netflix subscription. Once you do that, you now have a baseline of income coming in from that one or however many clients you have. The next piece of this process is, in case they are not ready to go from your website to the Stripe checkout, they might need a little bit more confirmation, and they might want to book a consult call with you. And that's why I have a link to book a consult call. For that, I use cal.com. I set up my cal.com, which is also free to use, and they can book a simple 15-minute call with me. I use Cal because, again, it's free to use. It's super quality. It's better than Zoom, in my opinion. Has built-in conferencing calls. Very easy to connect with your current Google Calendar, whatever you're using, so you don't double book. And that becomes that next piece of the process. Once you talk to them and figure out whether or not they could be a great monthly retainer client for you, then they are led right back to that Stripe checkout where they will start the process. Once they do this, you need to, within your process, have some automations running. And for that, I use Zapier. Now, if you're not accustomed to Zapier, it is nothing but a monthly subscription tool that you sign up for that automates all sorts of information. What kind of information, you might be asking? Well, if somebody signs up for a monthly subscription, it can send me an email, send them an email, send them an invite to a client workspace. It can put them on the calendar. It can book sessions for me. It can do all sorts of things automated so that you don't have to manually do them yourselves. It's a very good thing. You can sign up for a free Zapier account, play with it, try it. And if you want to, bump yourself up to a higher tier of subscription. The whole point of using Zapier is to onboard your client with an email, give them some details, and then invite them to whatever system you have in place. For me, I use Notion. Now, you don't have to use Notion. You could be using anything else, Jira or Trello or whatever it is. But for me, the third piece of this process of setting up monthly retainers is the system. And again, I do use Notion. And so that automation is going to invite people into a Notion workspace that's been created for them. And it sends them a welcome email and it gives them some information. And here's how I operate that. Now, again, you could use something like Trello or Jira or Asana if you want to, but I use Notion for everything in my life, and therefore I also use it for my agency. You can see the clients that I currently have on retainer here. It's going to automatically create one of these workspaces, invite the user or the customer into that workspace. That way I can immediately have them start putting in tasks and cards for me here so that I can work on them just like a Trello board. I can also log the time that I work on them and track their hours for their monthly retainer, as you can see I'm doing here. It sums it up and tells me how many hours this client has actually used over their subscription, and that's it. You just need to get them into some sort of system, and now you have monthly recurring revenue. At this point, it's on you to service your client, to service them with all of those expectations inside of that monthly package and do a good job and keep them coming back for more. You can have clients for 3 months, 6 months, a year, infinitely if you do good work for them. And while you're doing that good work, you can be acquiring new clients, but you never have to worry, hopefully, about losing this client. Do good work for this client and you will bring in more clients that become new clients consistently for you. This will help you scale your business. Now, I get it. That sounds so simple. I'm sure you have lots of questions because there's details and nuances and how to set all this stuff up. And if you're interested in finding out more of that, you can join my Design Champions community for free, where I have lots of details about this process and a whole bunch of other stuff about freelancing. Feel free to jump into that for more details, but this is how simple it can be. Do good work, get people on those monthly retainers, continue to service them well, get them in your system with your process, and scale your business. Well, there you have it, a simple 3-step process to start building monthly recurring revenue in your freelance web design business. What questions do you have? Leave those down in the comments. I'll try to get back to them, but also check the description for a link to the Design Champs community, where not just myself, but 2,000 other designers and a whole lot of freelancers might be able to help you answer those questions and kickstart your business. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and if you're looking for more content, check this video right here and maybe this one as well, and I'll see you in the next video.